Hey guys, Rohan X17 here with my first episode of Why is this card banned? So, for my first episode, I decided to tackle the big and bad dragon rulers, or the babies. Well, thinking about it, there wasn't any real way I could do any one per episode. So, for my first episode, I've decided to tackle them all. So, we have Lightning, Dragon Ruler of Drafts, Burner, Dragon Ruler of Sparks, Steam, Dragon Ruler of Droplets, and Recton, Dragon Ruler of Pebbles. Now, unless you've been living under some kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rock for the past year, you've probably heard of these guys. Ever since they came out early 2013, these guys have absolutely dominated. Immediately going to win Worlds, topping and winning YCSs left and right. In fact, if it weren't for that derpy spellbook card, they probably have gone uncontested in their first format. So, for those of you who don't know what they are, you might be asking, well, what's so dangerous about them? How could they be that broken? Look at it. Well, looks can be deceiving. And really, it isn't them themselves. This is a case of a card being not broken in itself. I don't know, I'm not sure how to put that, but I'll just explain it. All of them have relatively the same effect. When it's in your hand, you can discard it, plus a dragon or its elemental type to special summon its adult form. The adult forms are the real bread and butter of the deck, as they have all these crazy butt effects and pretty much just own the game. If I were to just discard all these and another dragon, then I'd get out my respective big dragons, probably sync up all of mine big dragons currently on the field, make a bunch of rank 7s, proceed to win the game. There's no real denying it, this deck is one of the most broken I've ever seen. Definitely worth a top 10 or a top 5, easy. So, when they came to banning it, once the format was done, they decided to go nuclear and ban all the babies. Ironically, this didn't even stop the deck. It just forced it to change. Instead of super spammy rank 7s each turn, it ran a little bit slower. So, Konami ended up having to limit all of the big dragons. Now I think that they're slow enough that they really won't be dominating unless everyone intentionally just plays them. I've had some pretty bad times playing against these guys. I mean, unless you get a Lucky Gozen match or something, these guys would just wreck you up. Well, I don't know. I really don't recall these guys with very much good memory. So, the question stands, could these guys come back? Now, if you'd asked me a couple months ago, I'd have said you were insane. But one must take into consideration the fact that all of these guys are limited to one. And since the job of these guys is to bring these guys out of the deck fast, if there's only one, then having multiple copies of these would be useless. So, I think it's conceivably possible they could go to one and maybe go out like Spore and go unlimited, because I don't see people playing more than one copy of all of these, simply because you would draw it after you've already gotten your dragon out, and then what are you going to do with it? It pretty much becomes a dead draw. So, like I said, or a little bit earlier, I think they could conceivably go to one, maybe even a little bit more past that, but I don't know. I'm not perfect. I could possibly have overlooked something, but from what I see now, I think that could possibly happen. So, if you like my video, press the like button. If you think there's something I could do better, leave a comment. And that's Rohan X17, signing out.